What's up, guys? Welcome to Wasted Space, and we're back in Rimworld with the second half of that monster episode that I had to cut into two pieces to make any sort of sense. So enjoy. Could also, poor mood yet, but that seems to be a pretty common one. Could also add a couple more beds in here on the basis that we were already getting low after that attack, so. Poor moods. Everyone's pissed off. DJ, man. Go rest. No. Just go to bed. Just go to bed. You're exhausted. Go to bed. It's not so hard. Maybe you won't be quite so angry as well. Amazed that our food hasn't been a problem yet. There's lots of Parkers kicking around. Sweet. This is what we want. There's our stockpile, which has been set to allow nothing. Right. Resources, but not food. Items, weapons, apparel, body parts. I think is okay. In fact, no. Body parts is just the stuff that isn't going to go off. So this stuff is allowed in there. Chunks. Only granite. It's the only one we want for the time being, and I think that's okay. Yep, looks good. Would explain why nothing was getting moved from in here. Not that it's a big deal, but just surprised that none of it had actually happened. Cool, right, that is now indoors. A bit warmer. Growing season here now. Yeah. Hooray! That's a start. Stubby is apparently in need of medical treatment still. Cool, so let's go medical, non-medical. That looks better. Low food. It's not that bad, is it? Still 130 muffalo meat. That's a fair bit of muffalo meat. I believe we haven't even hunted them all out yet. Maybe we have, in which case he was hunting very quietly. Impressive, sir. But that's fine, that's just in time for us to get our growing setup on the go again. So, growth rate 100%. Nice, this is what we need. DJ's exhausted again. Exhausted from doing what, bro? What are you even up to that's working you out so hard? Sean is going for a walk. And Hay House has got a severe illness, right? Bye. We're gonna let you go. Don't care. You're using up all of our food. Recruiting you is gonna take forever, and even when we do, you're not gonna be that good because you are slowly getting worse and worse all the while you're in here. You've still got that extreme kidney infection, so yep. See you, Hay House. Good knowing you. No, Hay House does not have a severe illness. Not one that we have to worry about, at least. Saying that. What are you doing? Unconscious. Didn't quite make it out. He's a mercenary, so it's not like we're going to get anything out of releasing him anyway. It's just getting him out of our hair would be nice. We've run out of graves, which is, for the time being at least, a problem, because I do not intend to do any more researching until we are a little bit better set up, which is coming. We are slowly getting there. This is starting to look a little bit more realistic. We've also got a bit of granite, so we can now start graniting in these areas like we intended. Don't know what we'll do across there. I think we'll probably leave it all open. Putting doors in is going to stop the heating effect from the geothermals from working quite like I wanted. So yeah, I think we'll leave that as it is. Looks like a lot of people have lost guns in that combat, of course, so we do need to sort that out as well. Oh, we're just about recovered from that. We got our turrets up. Turrets are up. Cool. So, Stu, are you awake? No, you're not. There you are. Awake and doing some hauling. Good man. Go get a shotgun. Is anyone else that's unequipped at the moment? Anna, obviously. DJ with his great bow. That's fine. EW. I swear there was someone else that got knocked over. And, no, okay. Apparently I was wrong, which is fine. Pretty messy colony layout here, but that is fine. Oh yes, and we were going to add Bill Parker. Do until we have 10. Annoyingly, I don't think there's anywhere to suggest. Can we like turn off in here? Not 100. You can't turn off the hit points individually. So what I'm going to have to do instead is make a little. Let's get rid of these sandbags. They're kind of useless. So I'm going to make a little clothing zone. Again, this will be temporary, but this will only have apparel. This will not have apparel. And then on this one we can put a hit point limit so that we don't allow anything in there that's got less than 50%, so that nothing in there is going to be rubbish, in other words. And everything that hangs around is rubbish. More visitors. Welcome, sirs. Welcome. Getting through the granite. In fact, we're not getting through the granite. Ah, this is more than I thought it was. That's cool. So maybe we can also... I mean, the idea is this is going to go, obviously, the whole way across there. I'm not going to put that one in yet, because that's going to be in a funny place. Can you tell what it is yet? Oh yeah, you're not allowed to say that anymore, are you? Yeah. How times have changed. Of course, the sappers are just going to come straight through this, but A, I need to test my theory of whether or not making a weak spot actually encourages them to go there. But B, I think this is still better than not having any defences. You just have to now expect that an attack could come from any part of this. So I might end up with like a double thickness wall around the outside here with turrets in it the whole way around. That sort of idea. But it'd be nice to get this sort of vaguely enclosed some point along the line so that we start getting the... Because we will get a heating benefit from having these geothermals. That's now hooked up, so that means the battery's going up or down? Okay, apparently our power is perfectly balanced. Absolutely perfectly balanced. No movement from the battery whatsoever. And I assume that that's still hooked up. Let's just check. Yeah, it's still hooked up. So this is it. This is power balance right here. Anything more we add will cause a problem. Cool. Well, at least some stuff getting done over there. Lots of work on the perimeter wall getting done. Might need to do a bit more mining some point soon, but those things running low on steel, so still plenty of that up here. Just there. Might want to start getting rid of these areas out here as well, because they're going to end up in the way, big style. I think we also want to deconstruct that, because that's going to be in the way of the wall. Decide how we're going to make the entrances in and out of the base, but I suspect on a couple of these sides like this, maybe into these corners. Yeah, I think into these corners makes sense, because two of the corners obviously don't have geos on them. So, and then this central area we are going to sort of enclose with growing fields like this. Have we got our Zerigrum grown yet? Out of ideal temperature range, so it is too cold in here now. So we're going to want to do the heater. Could also, I mean, there's no point putting any batteries in, because our batteries, as we've already mentioned, is perfectly balanced. But by putting a heater in here, what am I doing? Heater, not battery. I am going to intrinsically make this room use more power than we actually have at the moment. I also suspect that this room's going to need a couple, at least in the winter, which is where we're headed. So let's put two of those in, and then let's think about where the necessary solar could go, or potentially wind. I don't know how windy it is here. Because of course this sort of layout doesn't have much room in it at the moment, because we're busy Yeah, we've got all these temporary structures everywhere. So, yeah, don't know. Oh, goddamn, I've also just realised that this looks like this is going to be an hour-long episode. Sorry, guys. Maybe what I'll do, given that we're already at an hour, is go for a little bit longer and then stick it in as a two-parter. Might just have to do that. So, prerequisite, given that I'm probably almost certainly going to do that, prerequisite is that you must expect me to do a lot of stuff in the second half of this episode that you guys have already advised upon and I'm not responding to, because of course these have both been recorded at the same time, so I won't have read it. Normally I like to pay attention to what you guys are suggesting I do, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult this time. Okay, so during the day it grows a little bit by the looks of things, but the rest of the time we've got no prisoners anymore, have we? No, so I can allow them to move those meds now, finally. Do not want them using anything on the prisoners. We also should really try and get rid of this rabbit that's kicking around in here at some point. It's the sort of thing I'd like to do with a melee character, and we don't have one. If we hold this open, it'll need to be manually opened by someone, but might let the rabbit out. I assume the female hare. I assume the female hare is in here because it's warm. Ah, quality right now. Shut that door again. Don't let it back in. Yeah. Get the hell out with you. Okay, now we're out of granite, which was to be expected. That's quite a lot of wall we've been building there. Talk about scaling it up a bit. There it is. Quick sip. Okay, so power looks to be back into net positive. That's good. Obviously, we're going to have more use for batteries at this point. So let's put a couple in here. Starvation. Oh no, we literally have no food, and I missed it. Right, we need to hunt, and we need to hunt fast. And potentially, if possible, find some packaged survival meals just kicking around. Did you never make it, fella? Oh well. Oh well. Never woke up. Oh, hello. Hello. There it is. Food's right there in the form of super elk. Go on, Jack. Bring us the grub in. We cannot have starvation. See if I can spy anything useful that's fallen on the map, but I can't help but notice that we've had very little drop pods in this game so far. Game has not been dropping stuff on me, and that may be elk revenge. Elk is attacking, having been harmed. I think, Mr. Jack, you may need to run back up here before you get beaten up by an elk, for God's sake. Yes, we have naught bars of food, correct. Hooray. Cool. Please take the elk to the kitchen where we can cook it. We badly need it. And then go get treated. Cool, yep, that's all working as intended at least. Indoors here, 19, 20 degrees, toasty. Up here, not so much. In here, oh nice, 15, yeah. This should all be growing 100% rate throughout the day and night now. Spot on. That's what we wanted. Now if we don't die of starvation, we will be in a good position. Maybe this is the danger of doing 2 long episodes at once, is I end up doing something really thick. Critical alert, poor mood, yeah, that's fine. Everybody's starving. Anna, why are you not going and cooking? Everyone's eating raw meat, Roger. Well, it's going to piss you off, but it is Jack is mad as hell. When has Grace been a cook as well? Oh yeah, we never did Grace's priorities, did we? I'm not sure you should be a cook, you know. I think maybe... In fact, you're useless at everything. Oh well. I mean, more bodies always help, but... Maybe our tailor, yeah. Yeah, that looks fine like it is, actually. Not making much use of her passions, but she doesn't really have any. Right, these are not actually going to be hooked up to the power yet, are they? So, one there, one there. Theory is, those might actually help heat inside here too. This one doesn't seem to be doing a particularly good job of heating this, mind, but still, it's better than nothing. Right, the meals are coming back out again. I've really got to keep an eye on the hunting on top of growing in here, because while growing in here works, we did not get it up and running quick enough. It's going to be a while before we really get anything out of that food-wise. Make sure there's plenty of meat. Has he already dealt with all the elk? Fair play, Jack. Efficient. Pardon me. Got a bunch of muffalo way over there. It's quite a long way away. But I guess we only have 44 meat. It takes 10 to make a single meal, so I think we're going to have to go for them. The benefit of muffalo, at least, is they are full of the meat, if nothing else. Is that us out of wood again, too? Looks like we might need to move some of the turrets to outside of the general area too. Some of these have ended up inside the area. What about these ones up here? They're both outside. It's just really this one here that's ended up in a funny place. That's fine. It looks like we should probably have better security on that side anyway. So there and there maybe. And we're going to need power for this one. So it should be close enough, I would imagine. Do I want to find a way of putting a heater in here? Kind of think I might have to, because otherwise they're just going to get real cold and real angry. I mean, it's not going to remain the cooking area for much longer, but all the while it is. We should, especially as they're eating in there as well. Yeah, let's do that. May well end up having an effect on in here, though. Heater versus fridge. Let's see how they do. Let's have a look at our history, because I suspect colonist mood, yes, just diving. But maybe the storyteller's going to leave me alone for a little bit now. That would be quite nice. Looks like I could do with just dotting some more trade beacons around out here. How much are they? 50 steel, yeah, they really don't cost very much. DJ and Anna just about keeping the colonists fed. Stuff actually growing, which is cool. Not growing that quickly, mind, but yeah. May even, looking at the size of this internal area, have room for a couple of these in here. I don't think we'll need them. Won't need it once it's up and running, but still could be cool. This battery we probably don't need anymore. And in here I don't want it, I only want it trying to get to like 11. I don't want these fighting against each other too hard. Especially as I believe heat can even bleed through the walls. Stop bugging me about low food. It really isn't that low in comparison to how low we've been, I promise you. We have been so much more low. Alright, in here. There's this funny section in the centre that I'm not entirely sure what I should do with. I And while the sun lamp doesn't cover it, it is quite clearly light in there, so I suspect you could probably grow stuff there regardless. Like, there's a prime example. It's only got 20% growth rate, but that's actually outside of the sun lamp area. So it would still grow ever so slowly. I am, however, going to delete that, because that'll just annoy me later down the line. Why have we got a bit of slag in the doorway? Please, guys. Thank you. We need that door shut, otherwise it gets hot. Otherwise it gets cold in here. Gentle snow. Yes, wonderful. Kind of glad I've got a bit more heating inside now. Although it's cold as anything down here. Is there any way we can... There's no real way we can vent this, is there? Unless... Wow, there's all sorts of weird stuff going on there. Unless I deconstruct, and I'm going to turn this the other way around and have a vent coming through from here, through the wall, maybe there perhaps, or there, and that'll heat back here too, and that should probably help things out a bit because everyone back here is getting cold. We should also, I mean, what's our temperature? It's -6 outside. There is really no need to be actually cooling this thing anymore, so let's turn that off, because I suspect this will remain nice and cold regardless. Given, look, it's -7 indoors down here at the moment. Miss comms console. So yeah, we have a comms console like that, and then we have the vent just there. Cool. It's only temporary buildings, but I might as well do them half properly, because my colony isn't built for this. Not yet. There's no food supplies accessible to this area. Okay, so what we need to do is manage allowed areas, new area, rename, oh my god, wargs. And this area, oh my god, wargs. No. Everybody should be restricted to in here. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Apologies. Oh, no, I'm not. Having said I'm going to sneeze, that's enough to kill it, apparently. Now, if I had been quick or AK or clever, I could have done that quite easily, and this whole structure would be one contained unit. Right. What am I going to do? Not constructor, not constructor. Anyone, yep. Anybody who can is going to help work on that while I go up here and very slowly track the wargs as they come down and see if we can get those walls built before they get here. Yeah, come on, guys. Yeah, right, that's perfect. So now we can go in, whoops, not in there. We need to go in here. Expand allowed areas. Oh my god, wargs. And oh my god, wargs means you are also allowed in here. Sweet. That's not so bad. Now I can turn off all the turrets, as it suggests. How close are the wargs getting? And let's have, yeah, as usual, we want flick to be top priority so that when I tell people to do that, they do that immediately. Immediately, Sean. And Grace. They're not going to go and designate toggle power on the turrets. Did I not set it? I definitely did set it. So, why is Jack, for example? They're getting close now. Right, no, it is time. Guys, everybody, I don't care if we lose the turrets. It is time to get the hell indoors. Immediately. Let's check those restrictions are set. Yep, cool. So, yeah, obviously this, we're going to lose some turrets, without a shadow of a doubt, because they're going to, we didn't get to turn them off in time. But we might get some meat from the wargs out of it, so that's kind of okay. And otherwise, I mean, I guess we'll get quite a lot of stuff done and inside here for the next couple of minutes. Well, it might even kill off the wargs at the cost of all the turrets. I mean, there wasn't much choice, though. I'm not about to risk people by letting them outside, trying to turn those off just for the sake of keeping a couple of turrets up. Not when there's man-eating wargs outside. You took him out and then managed to get blown up anyway. How many are left? There's actually only a couple of them left now, by the looks of things. Not so bad. Right, let's speed things up. These guys, there's enough food and other things in there for them to... Oh, especially as food's starting to be finished, so that's perfect. I'm slightly scared of speeding things up like this, but... I'm going to trust the game. They're not going to go outside, because I've told them not to go outside, and they have no need to go outside. Everything's connected. Look at all that food we've now got. Perfect. Well, yes, woof, 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 woof. Now, of course, because it's so cold, none of this stuff's going to spoil. We can eat some fresh warg soon. Oh, one of them's found one of the other turrets, okay. So there is a single warg left. With a missing nose. I think these guys might actually bleed to death before we actually have to come out. Oh, that's unfortunate. Not the best time to visit, guys. I have to say, I did expect the wargs to be a little bit more dangerous than that. I wasn't expecting turrets to stand much a chance against them, for example. And these guys might actually finish off that last warg for me. Oh no, they're intelligent enough to get the hell inside as well. Cargo pods, cool. Those are the first cargo pods we've had in ages. Maybe I should just run out of the house and go and get it. No, I don't think so. Also, not too bothered about cloth, given we've just had a whole field of it finish. Oh, is that all the warg's done then? It does appear so. Cool. So that means that people are now allowed back out again. Grace, we forgot to set her stuff as well. So, Grace, can we have you... So I do think they'd sleep too long if you let them freely do that. So yeah, I do believe that is wargs dealt with. Pretty cool. And lots of fresh meat just kicking around outside. Meat that comes to you, no less. Okay, so let's have what turrets we do have on, and a bit of a shot at rebuilding some of the turrets. This is the advantage of not having the turrets outside of the base, but having them within the base structure. Although, of course, a good setup would also have a switch to turn all the turrets on and off, rather than have them just all kicking around outside independently. For now, we are just going to have to rebuild what we lost. That one's still there. That one lost. That one was lost. Only one down on that side for some reason. Don't know why. And then these ones out here never even got built. So actually not too bad. Minus 17 outside. But at least it is still relatively warm inside. We could also, I suspect now that this is all hooked together, potentially go in, add some vents into these areas and just help things along a little bit. maybe even lose one of the heaters. I think we might. Yeah, I think we might have enough if we do it that way to actually get rid of one of the heaters completely and have it so that everything's being vent heated rather than otherwise. Pirate merchant. Oh. And we do actually have this up ready to make use of. So Anna, can you come down and call the pirates? Oh, we don't have enough money. Damn it. Your medicine is crazy expensive. Whoa. Is that all this stuff? 8% shoddy? No, not going to want any of that. But it's not going to give us nearly enough money to buy what we want to buy, which is either some bionics or another colonist. So, whatever. At least we're getting rid of some stuff. It's a start. Cool, well, warg attack, and I think that might sort of be leaning towards a decent time to end the episode. Is this stuff staying frozen in here? Looks like it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, it might be a decent time to end the episode, given that this has now been pretty much an hour and a half long, although, as I said, I'm going to do this in 2 separate parts, so I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. We got loads done, kind of rescued ourselves from the imminent blight that was going to be freezing to death, and then built up this sort of central section, just about got lucky with the wargs, with how the base had been laid out, that we could just connect it together and still get food. And then we kind of started on the fortress-esque sort of layout of this. Although I haven't fully decided how I'm going to do it. I think I might have like a second skin outside this skin, and everything comes sort of towards the central area, which will be where the growing and the kitchen and storage and that sort of idea is. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit like, please hit share. It really helps me in the channel out. And otherwise, I will catch you next time.